welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today we're talking about part 1 of the August releases. Oh my goodness, there's so many books, so many good books coming out. This is my favorite video to do because I love to do the research for it so that I can add all the books to my TBR immediately and be like, oh. We're going to hop right in 3, 2, 1, go. The first one I've actually read as an ARC. You might have too, and it is so good. So pre-order it because you're going to want it as soon as it comes out. It is the 19th book in the Bakeshop series by Miss Ellie Alexander, Sticks and Scones. So, housekeeping real quick. Ellie Alexander is coming on the channel for another interview on the 1st of August. I think it's Thursday, but whatever the 1st is, at 7 p.m. Like I said, I have talked to her before, but she has so much new stuff going on. She has the new series, which is so good. You want to check out the new Sloane Krause. She has a new publishing house. She has new in the bakeshop. We need to chat. We need to catch up. Please remember that anytime for any of the author interviews, they're live so that you guys can participate. Ask questions to the author, chat with us, join the discussion. Okay, let's get back to the bakeshop. It is the 19th book, as mentioned. So the bakeshop takes place in Ashland, Oregon, which is a real town. It feels very much like what you would think. So I've been to Ashland for the festival last year, which was amazing. And it really felt like I stepped into a cozy mystery. If the weather didn't get cold there, I'd move there in a heartbeat. It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, so in the first book, Jules is working. Jules is our main girl. She is working on a cruise ship. She is married, and she finds out some information about her spouse that he hadn't told her. And she feels like they just need a break, and she needs a breather. And so she leaves the ship, and she goes back to Ashland, Oregon to work in her family's bake shop called Tort. And Ellie Alexander and a few others, I say this every time I talk about them, she has a way of writing that you just need to catch up with everybody. She makes you want to just be friends with them all. I have to know what's going on. Tell me what Stephanie's doing, what Andy's doing. I need to know what Lance is up to, what play he's putting on. I have to, it feels like I'm going back for a reunion and I need to be caught up. It's just magical. It's just magical. Highly, highly recommend that series. And I hope you will join us on the 1st. Next up is the Witch City Cozy Mystery series. Number 14 is coming out, called Death Scene, right here. This is by Carol J. Perry. This features Lee, and Lee is a reporter at Witch TV. It's WICH-TV, like, you know, they're called like ABC, but it's Witch TV, and it's the Witch, WITCH. I see what you did there, Carol Perry. I see it. I love it. Love it. It's fantastic. Okay, so getting back to it, Lee is a reporter at Witch TV, and Orion, her cat. This takes place in Salem, Massachusetts. I read the first one and I loved it. I read the second one and it was just too paranormal for me, but if you're into paranormal, it is just, you have to check it out because I loved the concept. It was so much fun. Next up is the Meg Langslow series. Number 35 is coming out in this series, y'all. 35. Oh my gosh. This is one of the first series that I read. Not the very first, but one of the first series that I read, and I binged it. And there was like, I don't know, 14 of them out. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll come back to it and kind of check it out in a little bit. And I was getting my feet wet into cozy mysteries and loving them and like, give me more. And I'm looking around and I read all these books. And then I'm like, oh, I should check on the Meg Langslow series. And there was like 22 or something like that. And I'm like, what? It's amazing. So Meg Langslow is our girl, and she is a blacksmith. This series, I feel like, has one of the biggest character growth. Like you see them really progress in their relationships and in their life. And I like that because sometimes you feel like no time ever passes in these series. And that's not the case with Meg Langslow. 35, that's incredible. This series takes place in Virginia and the book is coming out August 6th. Next up, I read the first book in this series, really enjoyed it. So I need to get to number 2 so then I can get to the Halloween one, which this is. So it is the third book in the Domestic Partners Cozy Mystery series by Frank Anthony Polito. And it's called Haunted to Death, right there. This comes out August 20th and it is set in Michigan and real life domestic partners and stars producers of the new hit reality home renovation show, Domestic Partners. Best-selling mystery author Peter P.J. Penwell and actor J.P. Broadway are enjoying work and life in the sleepy Detroit suburb of Pleasant Woods until a suspicious death makes an unscripted appearance. Like I said, I read the first one, really enjoyed it, so I need to get to the second one because I want to read the Halloween one in October. Next up is the Melanie Travis series. What is the number? Did I not write down the number? Oh no. Well, let me check that out for you. So I did check it out. It is number 30 and it comes out August 20th. Number 30. It is called Pumpkin Spice Puppy. It's going to be right here. Again, this is by Lorian Berenson, is the Melanie Travis series. And our main character, Melanie, is a special education teacher. Next up, we have the Coffee and Cream series, which may or may not go on my 25 to start in 2025. Number 4 is coming out called Buried on a Sunday, right here. Love the title of that. I just got it in my head. I'm sorry. So our main character is Danica, and she is a malt shop owner in Long Island, New York. Again, may or may not be on my 25 to start 25. Has anybody read this and what do you think? Let me know. Next up, we have the 11th book in the Knit and Nibble series. This is by Peggy Earhart. Number 11 is called A Dark and Stormy Knit. So our main character is Pamela. She is a widow and an empty nester. She is the associate editor of a craft magazine and a founder of a knitting club in New Jersey. This new book comes out August 20th. Next up, we have number 8 in the Cat Cafe Cozy Mystery series. This is by Kate Conti. So the 8th book is called Shock and Paw. I'm loving the puns today. They are spot on. Chef's kiss. So the Cat Cafe features Maddie. Maddie's our girl, and she is a cat cafe owner in Daybreak Island, Massachusetts. The new book, number 8, comes out on August 20th. Next up is the 28th book in the Tea Shop series by Laura Childs. Holy moly, these have some of the best covers. I think they're beautiful. Peach tea smash right here. And this is, of course, about an owner of a tea room. It comes out, the new book, number 28, comes out August 6th. Next up, we have a new series that sounds so fun. Hold on. New series alert! Okay, so it is the Food and Spirits Cozy Mystery series. This is by Darcy Hannah, who writes the Beacon Bakeshop. So number 1 is called A Fatal Feast at Bromsford Manor. It is set in England and around the world. So Chef Bridget Bunny McBride has a new reality TV show, Food and Spirits, where Chef Bunny teams up with a ghost hunter, Brett Bloom, and psychic medium Giff McGrady to visit haunted locales around the world and tempt lingering spirits back to the table with a beloved meal. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. Next up, we have number 6 in the Bookstore Mystery series, A Murderous Plot right here. This is by Sue Minix. It says, crime writer Jen returns to her small hometown with a best-selling book behind her and a bad case of writer's block. Oh no. Finding sanctuary in the local bookstore with an endless supply of coffee, Jen waits impatiently for inspiration to strike. The new book, number 6, comes out August 29th, my spouse's birthday. Next up, we have number 14 in the Key West Food Critic Cozy Mystery series. This is by Lucy Burdett. It's called A Poisonous Palate. So this comes out August 6th. Takes place, of course, in Key West, and it features Haley Snow. Haley's life always revolved around food, but when she applies to be a food critic for a Key West style magazine, she discovers that her new boss would be Kristen Faulkner, the woman Haley caught in bed with her boyfriend. I have read a couple of these. I forgot all about that. It is very summery vibe books. So it's perfect for this time of year right now. Next up is number 8 in the Haunted Library series, which I do believe I'm caught up on. If I'm not, I only need to read number 7. This is by Allison Brooke. It is going to be called Booked on Murder right here. This series is set in Connecticut. It features Carrie Singleton, who is just about done with Clover Ridge, Connecticut, until she's offered a job as the head of programs and events at the spooky local library, complete with its own librarian ghost. And there has been a lot of development in this series as well. The new one, number 8, comes out August 6th. Next up is number 12 in the Bookmobile Cat Cozy Mystery series. This is by Lori Cass. I read the first one and I need to put this on my SAS list for next year because I definitely want to get to more of them. Number 12 is called NoPAW to Stand On. This is set in Michigan. It features Minnie, and with the help of her rescue cat, Eddie, librarian Minnie Hamilton is driving a bookmobile based in the resort town of Chiffon, Michigan. There's so much about this series that I want to get back to, but she'd better keep both hands on the wheel because it's going to be a bumpy ride. The new book, number 12, comes out August 6th. I really enjoyed the first one. Next up is number 30 in the Hannah Swensen series. This is by Joanne Fluke. It's going to be called the Pumpkin Chiffon Pie Murder. Pumpkin Chiffon Pie Murder. Pumpkin chiffon pie sounds delicious. This series takes place in Minnesota, Lake Eden, Minnesota. And Hannah, our main character, she owns a cookie shop. And this series is my very first series that I ever read. So I'm loyal to it to a fault. I'm going to read it to the end. And a new one is here. So I shall be partaking. It comes out, number 30 comes out August 26th. Next up is number 2 in the Measure Twice Sewing Cozy Mystery series. This is by Maggie Bailey. It's called Quilty As Charged. I am digging the puns today. This is set in Georgia. It features Lydia, and Lydia is excited about a fresh start when she moves to the quaint mountain town of Peridot, Georgia. Her friend Fran, I don't know why I can't say that. Her friend Fran offers her a job at the Measure Twice fabric store and even sets her up on a date with the handsome Brandon Ivy, who also happens to be Lydia's next door neighbor. The new book, number 2, comes out August 20th. I need to start that series. The Mountain Town? Yes, please. Next up is the Survivors Book Club by Lynn Cahoon. Number 4 is coming out, called Reading Between the Lies. So again, by Lynn Cahoon, it says that this series is set in Arizona. 2 things got Rarity Cole through her breast cancer treatments: friends and books. Now, cancer-free, Rarity is devoting her life to helping others find their way through the maze to healing. She's opened a bookstore focusing on the power of healing, Eastern medicine, Western medicine, the healing power of food, and the power of meditation, and the importance of developing a support community. This new book comes out August 6th. This will be going on my new series to start in 2025. I was hesitant. I've been assured I was hesitant because I don't want to read sad, and I didn't know if this series would be too sad for me. I read cozy because I want something light and fluffy. I'm just being honest. So, but I've been assured it's not, and I really like Lynn Cahoon, so I will be checking it out. That is the last one on the part 1 I will be doing part 2 with all of our Kindle Unlimited and self and indie published books. There are some great ones coming out on that side of things as well. Let me know what you're most excited about. Let's see. Why don't you, what emoji? Anything that makes you think of summer. Summer. Give me a summer emoji. That's fun. Give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.